from down dog to cobra. So this pose that I'm gonna show you, or these poses, we're gonna do a flow. So we're gonna keep going from downward dog to cobra, and we're gonna do a cow pose in between as a in-between stretch. So let's get into it so you can learn how to do this, okay? So you're familiar with this pose, which is cow pose here. You're gonna start here. And now for downward dog, which you're also familiar with this one, we're gonna curl the toes under, we're gonna take an inhale, and you're gonna come up. And just be aware that your hands are always below your shoulders. Okay, so inhale up. Let's just practice a few of these so you know how to go up and down from cow stretch to cobra. Inhale up, exhale down. So you get familiar with this before we add into the mix cobra. Okay, so now from here, you can stay in your downward dog. Keep the head tucked in, stomach muscles loose so you can breathe freely. Knees are straight. Keep the bum and hips lifted up towards the ceiling, creating that nice mountain peak. So this is downward dog, also known as mountain pose. And then with the heels, you want to keep them flat onto the mat. If some of you are raising your heels and they're not staying down, that's okay. As you keep practicing, eventually they'll come closer to the mat. Now from here, to take it into cobra, there's two options. There's a easier version and a harder version. Okay, so the easier version, let's do that one first, where we come back to our cow pose. And then from our cow pose, just slowly, so you're leaning your body past your hands. You're lifting the knees slightly off the mat, flattening the feet so the toenails are down, and there you are into your cobra. Okay, so let's see how that looks again. So that's the easier version. So here we are from our cow pose. We went up into our downward dog. And then to come down into cobra, we came back to our cow pose, flattening the feet so that the toenails are down. And now I lean my body past my hands. I lift the legs up a little so I can drop my hips down and my lower stomach down and my thighs down. But my lower belly is not touching the mat. Okay, it's still lifted off the mat. My elbows are close, pinned into me, and they're straight. Okay, and then if we did the harder version to come from downward dog to cobra, so like this. So here we are, starting position in cow pose. Inhale up into our downward dog. And then from here, it's like you just swing into cobra without taking it too much into a cow pose, right? So there's a swinging motion. So from downward dog to cobra. And it'll take some time to get used to it. Inhale up, exhale cobra. So a lot of upper body strength, strong arms, strong back, strong shoulders, even hands, and just swinging from one to the other. So let's do it again, both versions, and then you see which one works for you. So we start off here in our cow pose, inhale up in our downward dog, and you can hold it there for a few seconds longer if you like, dropping it back into cow pose, and then I just extend my body out from the hands, and I drop down into cobra. And the other version was a little bit harder, cow pose, inhale up, downward dog, and swinging into cobra. And even when you swing, so you do have to sometimes adjust your feet a little, okay? you'll find the rhythm that works for you. So keep practicing downward dog to cobra.